Hello, Taurus. How are you, friends? Hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. Look, we're going to do it a little bit different at the beginning of this month. It is the 2nd of May, and for this week, I'm going to be telling you what's coming up for the whole month of May. We're going to read the whole month of May, see what's coming up for you, Taurus. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, not just for the sun signs. And at the end of this video, I'll tell you where to find the extended, and I will also tell you about the last 48 hours of the sale that I have on pre-recorded readings. Let's find out what's going on for you, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We are looking at career. We are looking at finances. Oh, and love. Okay. Career, finances, and love is what we're reading for, Taurus. Let's find out what's going on for you here. Bottom of the deck, we have rest and rejuvenate. Friend, I think you need to rest because something here is coming up. I feel this is the energy that you have been waiting for. It feels like you are moving on to brighter days. I'm just going to say you're moving on to brighter days as it pertains to your finances. Things are about to get a lot better. The sun is in the distance, and I feel like brighter days are ahead. I feel like you're going to travel emotionally calm waters. I feel as though things are going to be a lot calmer. Maybe not easier, but I feel like after all the tumultuous stuff you've gone through in the last 8 years, you're just learning how to endure it better. And so you would rather be traveling on the water that is not the rapids, right? I feel like you're not going to have as much of a swing in your finances than you've had. I love that harmony has come up for this career path because it feels like whatever you're about to do or you are doing feels like there is about to be harmony in your career. You're either going to like it better, you're not going to hate it as much. Not saying you're going to love it, but it feels like somebody here is coming to a place of harmony within their workplace or their career decision. I love that the third eye chakra is here for the love energy because this tells me you are seeing now people through discernment. You're not just whoever's showing up, you're giving them a chance. I feel like the third eye is telling me you see people for who they are. Tell you what, when that third eye opens, you realize that not everybody is your match. Not everybody that shows up is for you. Just because they show up, it doesn't mean they deserve a chance. Let's find out what's going on with your career first, Taurus, for the month of May. Okay, somebody here's switching up on their job. It feels like you're probably looking for something that matches you, something that's a little more harmonious. Something has changed. Look, yeah, wow, okay. You are taking control of your career path, my friend. It feels like somebody here is definitely going to leave a job. With the death card here and the world card here, I feel like you are leaving your job for something that pays more, something that levels you up, something that gives you more control over your life, something that gives you more control over your finances, something you're going to like a lot better because harmony is here. Someone you see eye to eye with. The Emperor is here. It feels like somebody could even be quitting a job to start a business. It feels like with the Emperor here, you're now building the empire. So I'm going to say that you're finally out of this place where you are no longer settling for what does not match you, Taurus. It does feel like something is changing within you that makes you stand in your power and feel like it's time to take control of my career. It's time to do something that I want to do rather than some person who is like has less education than me telling me that I have to show up and have to do mandatory overtime. It feels like somebody here is coming to a place where I'm just going to close the door because now I'm in control. So I feel like you're not losing your job. I feel like you're quitting a job for some of you, not all of you. But whatever you're doing, you're going to see as an accomplishment or a milestone. So you might be someone who's getting a promotion or a raise in the current job, but the Emperor is here. Look, that's top level, friend. That's somebody who's hiring you for your education, for your know-how, for how you deal with people, for how you grow yourself, which means you will grow their company. And it's because something within you has changed. What is going on here? Look at this. The Wheel of Fortune is here. So this is a destined change, friend. I don't think it's something that you've been planning out of spite. It doesn't feel like you're just mad so you're going to walk out. That's not what it feels like. It feels as though you've been growing, learning. Maybe you've been going to school. Maybe you've got some more certificates, more education. It feels like somebody here, the reason that you're leaving is because you know that there's better opportunity. Something in you has changed. So it's either changed and people see you as a changed person, someone who can run their empire, or this Wheel of Fortune is telling me your life is expanding, and in a very good way, a very abundant way. This is Wheel of Fortune energy, right? Wheel of Fortune energy is ruled by Jupiter, Sagittarian energy. So I feel like something is moving. It is, why didn't I see that there before? Hang on. Yeah, Sagittarian energy. And I feel like you now have choices. You've given yourself choices because you've either upgraded the self, you've gained more responsibility, or now you are looked at within your career field or in the place that you work as somebody who is a person of influence. So people trust you. They come to you for advice. People trust you, but also feel that you influence the building of their empire. So either you're a person who's building your own empire, or you're going to be put in the position of having a say, building the empire. Tell me about this financial thing here. I feel like your finances are going to get better because I feel like you're about to go through an uprising. Like it feels like you're going to get promoted or offered more money or a better position, or you might be ending this job to go to a job which offers you a much better rate of pay, more respect, right? It almost feels like somebody is not respected in their field. And it's almost because I feel like the wrong people are in charge wherever you are. That's the feeling I'm getting. The wrong people are in charge. You're actually the emperor, but a bunch of kings and queens are running the department, and they are trying to keep their thumb on you, trying to keep you down, because they know that if you do stand up as the emperor, that you're going to end up being their boss. So I feel like they're like underplaying you. You know what I mean? Tell me about this positive movement forward. And that's what's coming up with your finances. And I kind of love that. We've got, your hard work is about to pay off. I love that. The Seven of Pentacles is here. Something here is about to transform in your financial world. And it's due to your hard work. It's not like somebody's just showing up and sprinkling money on your head. Would be nice, but Taurus, it never works like that for you. You're not a person who comes into luck. You're a person who has to work for every damn thing. So I feel like you've been waiting for this. It feels like it's been a long, hard wait, maybe 7 years. I'm just saying, 7 or 8 years, right? We just had Uranus let go of us and slip into Gemini. So I feel like this Seven of Pentacles tells me that all your hard work is about to pay off, because you are now going to a calmer place. I feel like your financial chaos is coming to an end. And that doesn't mean that you'll finally win the lottery. That's not what that means. It means that now you are more in control of your finances. And maybe you might not be in control of what somebody pays you, but you're in control always of your expenditures and how you spend your money. So I feel like there is intention now behind your finances, rather than maybe just spending money to make yourself feel good because you feel like you deserve a treat for working so hard. I feel like it's more of a pull together. I put in the hard work and now I'm going to save money. I'm going to cultivate, is what it feels like here. I've got the King of Wands. You've got way more wisdom as it comes to your finances. I feel like you're into the slow burn rather than just setting everything on fire. And, the slow burn is like the farmer, right? The farmer knows they must contain the burn in order to get the optimum result, which is to put nutrients back into the ground, but also they can't let the fire get out of hand or it burns down the whole village. So I feel like you are in control. I want to say your wisdom is what's put you in control. You're now learning about your money, how your money can work for you, how you can make it last longer. I was just talking to a person the other day and I was like, I see a lot of people putting their groceries online and saying, look, I spent $200. It only bought me this, but they're buying, packaged stuff, things in boxes and bags with barcodes instead of, they're buying like 14 frozen pizzas instead of like buying a bag of potatoes, a pound of hamburger, and some cheese and some frozen vegetables and making mince pie, right? Like making a shepherd's pie. So I feel like that you've got more wisdom. You're becoming smarter with your money, smarter at how you work, You're working smarter, not harder. And then the Judgment card is here. Look, I feel this opportunity has come to you before, but I feel like with Uranus in your sign, you were going through so much chaos. You were just trying to make it through day to day is what it feels like. But I feel now this opportunity kept coming back around to you, and whatever's meant for you will never pass you by. I think you're finally in the right mindset. You're in the control burn phase of your life. You're not in the let's just set the fire and walk away phase of your life. You're in this place where I've worked hard. Now I'm going to control it. Now I'm going to use wisdom. And that is how I'm going to spend my money. Look at all the big cards you're drawing here. What's going on? Judgment's is here with the Sun. Somebody's had some sort of a revelation about how they've been spending their money, saving their money, whatever it is. I feel like somebody here has realized that there are leaks in the boat, that there are holes in the boat, and it's time to fill those holes so you don't leak finances. The Sun is revealing, right? It's always revealing everything that's around it. It is a breakthrough as well, a breakthrough, and we can see here a breakthrough in your wisdom. Your wisdom is showing up and saying, okay, it's time to control the burn. It's time to control how we're burning the money, right? And so I feel like this is a place, it's the beginning of going to the place that is a lot calmer in your financial future. And the Sun tells me, and the Sun here, right, that it's being revealed to you. You're going through some sort of a financial awakening here, is what it feels like. Tell me about the third eye chakra. I like this. This is the love portion here. I feel like you can now finally rest, because I feel like you were so busy running in circles, trying not to let everything falling from the tower hit you. I feel like you were just trying to stay out of the way. Now I feel like this is a time where you can rest, where your nervous system can calm itself. We have, oh boy, we mentioned the tower and it shows up, right? The third eye chakra is here. With the tower, the King of Swords. We've got the Devil energy. And we've got the Hierophant. You have pulled a lot of really big cards for movement, for change. It's telling me things are repairing. I'm getting more stability. I'm now digging my heels in. Look, I feel like this love energy here with the third eye chakra is telling me everything now has become crystal clear. The King of Swords, you have the last word. You don't have to invite in everybody that shows up. Every hoodlum that shows up is not for you. I think that the tower with the King of Swords is telling me that you've shifted your perspective or changed your mind about what you are compatible with and who is compatible with you. So I don't think that you're just entertaining anyone who's showing up. Now you're being you're looking at things with discernment. You're like, bring me the receipts. Let me show me your past. Don't tell me that you've been through 50 relationships in the last 2 years, because I'm not interested in being attached to that. So the Devil energy is here. And I think before you make any decisions about getting into anything serious with anybody, that realize you're the person with the last word. You have the clarity, you want the receipts. Everything is going to shift because you have changed your mind about how you see relationships now. I feel here that somebody is in this energy of, I don't need it. If it shows up and I want it and it matches my criteria, then I'll say, yeah, it's all cool, right? Whether you're the woman or the man. And I feel like the Hierophant tells me I am not going to compromise my standard. I'm going to dig my heels in. I don't care if you call me whatever you want to call me stubborn or whatever you want to say. I don't care. I don't want to let myself down. So I have a standard by which I'm going to work. If you want to follow me, you can follow me. But don't expect me to come off my path and change my path in order to follow you. I feel like with this Hierophant energy that you're solid, you're standing on business. It feels like you're solid, you've built a structure, and you are not allowing anyone else to attach their wagon to you unless they are as serious as you are about building your corporation or building your sturdy, solid, grounded self. Someone has to bring something and contribute to you, Taurus, or you're just not letting them in. Look at all these big cards that you've pulled here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 major arcanas. And when a lot of major arcanas show up at the same time, you can bet your ass there's a lot of change coming. Now, I feel like the biggest change, or the one that is going to shift you the hardest, is probably one in relationship. If you're not into relationship, I just think that the Tower and the King of Swords and the Devil still apply. I think that they still all apply. You're looking at relationships in a very different way. You've changed your mind. You shift your clarity, and you are not getting attached to someone who is codependent, who can't add to your life. Someone who's just going to suck your life dry. Someone who is going to just attach their wagon to you and make you buy everything, spend $200 on dinner. Like, I don't think you're into that. I think you're into saving money, holding back, being really strong and sturdy, and building yourself forward. And I think anyone who doesn't match that doesn't have a place in your life. I feel like you've been through enough in the last 8 years, Taurus, and I feel like you have decided that it's time for you to change. What's being revealed to you is change has already taken place, and now you can stand on business. Now you can make the decisions, having the last word about what you want, instead of taking whatever will come in career, in finances, or in love. Now you've got a standard. And it's not like you didn't always have a standard, but I think that you weren't in the position financially. You may not have been in the position in your career. You also may have not, maybe, when things get hard, that's when people need a relationship, because they want someone to come in from the outside and make them happy. Careful for that, because when you need someone to come in and make you happy, it's because you're not happy. And what will you attract? You will attract what you are. And you will attract someone else who is just not happy and looking for someone to make them happy. All right, off the soapbox, tuck it under the sofa. Let's find out what we're going to talk about in the extended. I'm going to put down 3 cards here. We're going to find out what we're going to talk about in the extended. It feels like it's going to be this. And let's see if we can get you some advice before we get out of here. Let's see what's going on here. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the High Priestess. And we've got the Page of Pentacles. So look, those of you who are not coming into the extended, I think that your advice is sharpen your intuition, listen to your intuition, and be very slow to invest. Invest your money, invest your time, your effort, your energy, whatever it is that you're about to invest in, move slow. Remember the past. It's not like you can't look at the past and remember what happened when you didn't go slow. So I feel like you were supposed to be slow to invest, but I also feel like you're supposed to be really super clear and honest with people who approach you to invest in them, approach you to make an investment financially, approach you with a new job. This is an opportunity. So it does feel like what's being revealed to you here is probably an opportunity to listen to your intuition and sharpen and hone this skill of really listening to yourself and making decisions independently upon the clarity of your intuition. We're going to talk more about this for sure as we go in. I will clarify whatever I feel I need to clarify. We'll go into the extended, and if you want to be there, that's where we'll be. If you are interested in following us, please click on the membership link that is in the pinned comment that is right under this video. Click on read more. You will also see that there is a link there for Hypsee. There's only 48 hours left, my friends. Up until the 4th at midnight, you will be able to book a reading. Any of my packages or pricing are there. Click on the Hypsee link, and 10% off. Please take the code with you to get your 10% off at checkout. I'll go to the extended, and if you want to be there, I will see you there. And if not, I will see you anyway, because I'll be back, because I'm always back. Thanks, Taurus. Take care, and happy May. I'm out. Bye-bye.